Hello and welcome back to the next episode of Crossroads Rebuild. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to start prepping to get the engine back in the Interceptor. Going to do a few things here in the engine bay, get the engine bay itself ready to go, and then we're also going to start stripping off some of the accessories and the transmission from the old engine and get things transferred over to the new engine so that it's ready to drop into the Interceptor. My goal is within a few work days to be able to have the thing ready to start and test it out. So that's a little bit ambitious, but we're going to go ahead and give it a try. So enough talking, let's go ahead and get started. All right, I don't know what you've been able to see from the GoPro because it's kind of hard to show it, but what we have done so far is we have removed both the front and the rear manifolds, got them out of the way, and then we have taken off all of the bolts that are on the bottom side of the engine under here, kind of underneath that engine mount and near the oil pan. Now we've got the engine kind of on blocks, still supported by the hoist, and we're going to get ready to get some wiring out of the way and get all of the upper transmission mounts off, or bolts off, so that we can get the transmission separated from the engine. So that's what we're doing next, trying to do it in such a way we don't hurt ourselves or the transmission. So wish us luck on that. Let's keep going. Alrighty guys, another update. We have the transmission over here. This is our new engine with the torque converter added to it. Somewhere over here in our mess, there it is our old engine and the transfer case. So you just saw us get the new engine up off the pallet. The torque converter is now on it, and we're getting ready to put the transmission on, and that's probably about as far as we're going to try to go today. So wish us luck. Let's get started. Alright guys, I'm sweaty, I'm stinky, I'm hot, and I'm done for the day. Doug and his son have left, and we're wrapping it up for today. Let me show you what we got accomplished though. Alrighty, so as you can see, old engine, old transmission, on new engine. Now there's still stuff from this engine that needs to go on that engine. The transfer case, front and rear, exhaust manifolds, wiring harnesses, and all that stuff still need to go over, and maybe one or two other odds and ends like some hoses and stuff. But for the most part, that engine is stripped, other than maybe, like I said, a couple of odds and ends. So that transmission, it actually wasn't that hard to get it off of this one. Then, you know, I forgot about the fact that there's a torque converter in there, so then we had to get that out. We put the torque converter on, that was no big deal. But then, man, getting that thing to line up and go in there was a pain in the butt. In the end, it ended up being just kind of a luck of the draw that it finally just popped into place. Those splines finally lined up. Unfortunately, my camera died by the time we got it in there, so I don't have the video of that, sadly, but you can see that it did work. So we spent quite a long time getting this transmission on there. But we won, and it is on there. So none of this is torqued up, and like I said, there's still other things that still need to be added back on, but the hardest part of the engine swap is done, I do believe. So in the next video, we've got to finish putting the odds and ends on the new motor, got to get everything torqued up and ready to go. Then, like I said at the beginning of this video, I've got to get the engine bay prepped and ready to go. We've got some AC lines and a few other things that need to be replaced, and then probably pull the hood off and all that, get all of this ready to go. I do not know if we'll actually put the engine in the next video or not, but certainly we'll be working toward that end. If this happens to be your first time watching Crossroads Rebuild, thanks so much for joining us. I encourage you to go back and watch the previous videos in this series, and I've got a few other rebuilds from a while ago as well. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon, and while you're at it, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already, click the bell so you can be notified each time I upload a new video, and then go find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook so you can be kept up to date as I'm working on things throughout the course of my week. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.